Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trevor the new recruit for TeamAbomasnow. I want to talk about my deck that I used at Nationals, Canadian Nationals. I took 5th place. A little salty, didn't get my invite, but that's okay. Let's see, cards, deck manager. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my card choices and the amount of cards I run. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure it's this one. What the hell? Okay. So, Keldeo instead of switches, just really good. The only problem is if the one is prize, it's just like a nightmare. But it's risky, but it's well worth. Three Kirams. Really standard. I wouldn't run 4. If I bench too many, it's just like, this is gross. Pokemon line is pretty standard. The only thing I'd talk about is like the 4th Deoxys. The 4th Deoxys you don't really need because like I was expecting to play lots of mirrors, and everything in this deck has 170 HP or lower, right? So to get one hit KOs, you only need a Cure Mount and 2 Deoxys plus Furbank Laser. For 180s, you need the 3rd Deoxys on your bench. So having 3 is not that bad. I originally had 4. I'm fine with either counts. They're both really solid, but it was just a last minute change. 3 Thunderous, it's a really good starter. And you don't want to have like 2 prize for late game, because it's pretty decent late game too, because just for energy acceleration, obviously, because you'll obviously have energy in your discard later, and it's just really good pressure to have it active, attack, and then take damage for you, and then just retreat it later. So 3 Colossus Machine. I don't think the 4th one's too good. If I was running Adrian's deck, the 4th one is obvious there, but for this, like, the only thing you Colossus Machine to is my Curums. I only run 3. Well, you could do it on Deoxys, but it's not strong, right? So 3 Colossus Machines, 3 Curums. Super solid, I think. The 4th one is good, but like, you just don't have the space for it. 4 lasers, 2 Verbanks, cause just solid. Like, it's just part of your damage. Without it, you just can't one-hit KO anything, and it's just like a nightmare. You could snipe prior to laser, but this is just like the amount of times that you're going one-hit KO with the lasers is just too high for it not to happen. Max Potion with Scramble Switch is really good. Max Potion in general with Thunderous, because you only really have 1 energy on it at a time. With Thunderous and Keldeo, because you can rush in and soak up damage with Keldeo. Pretty good. You'll just miss it if you don't run Max Potion. You'll just miss it in this deck. You'll play lots of games and just be like, man, I wish I had Max Potion. It's gonna buy you like 1 or 2 turns, which is really huge in this game. You can do a lot with 1 or 2 turns. So 4 catcher, 3 or 4 is fine. 4 just because for setup decks like Blastoise and Gothitelle, you really need to catcher out their. No, more for Blastoise, I guess. You need to catcher out the Squirtles ASAP, and just fucking KO them with Thunderouses. I mean, if they get Blastoise set up, then you're like screwed. You're screwed. So, high catcher count. That's good. I actually have like 5 switch outs if you include my 3 Floatstones for my Keldeos, and I have the one switch and the one scramble switch. Five slots for switches is like really safe. I think I ran it in my big basics for regionals, and I got top 8, so pretty good. Yep. Scramble switch as an A spec. The big plays are too good. It makes some impossible situations possible for you, if that makes sense. It's just consistency is good with like dowsing machine and whatever computer search, but yeah, it's not as good as having something that gives you an impossible play. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. You just gotta play test it. That's all I gotta say. What the hell? Okay. So 4 Pokemon search, the 2-2 split, really good. Ultra Balls for Keldeo, these for everything else. The one weird tech I have is Tool Scrapper. Tool Scrapper is just really good in the current state of the game because it in a mirror matchup where they're using the Keldeo with float stones, and you discard their float stone, it really hurts them. And it's really good in Garbodor, which is like hard matchup. Like you wouldn't think so, but it's hard. Like without powers of your Keldeo and your Garbodor, it's a pain in the ass. It's really good against Darkrai, because Dark Claws and even Eviolites really puts down their damage from their Dark Claws. The only bad thing about it is it's not really good against Blastoise, because Blastoise doesn't run tools. So it's a dead card in Blastoise, but that's about it. I have 12 draw supporters and a Skyla, so 13 in total. I decided to run a 3-1 split for Biancas and Colress's because I just didn't want to get stuck with the Colress early game, which I did in top 8, but whatever. I mean, it happens. Colress, I wouldn't run less than 3. It's too good right now. It's just the beast. It's the late game beast that, like, it's just the late game beast, man. Bianca, I don't know what to say about Bianca. A lot of the cards in this deck you just like throw down, so Bianca's like pretty decent. It's not like the greatest supporter as of right now because our supporter lines are pretty decent. But I mean, Adrian runs the 4th Chorus. I haven't tested that enough to know if that's like good or not, but yeah, I just went with this for my nationals. 4 ends. I used to run 3 because of how fast this deck is. Like, you take prizes pretty quickly. But Adrian convinced me otherwise. Ends too good. So yeah, I'm really solid with that. 4 Junipers, obviously. The 1 Skyla is just so much utility. Like, I'd never drop the 1 Skyla. But I don't know if I'd run 2. I think 2 for my deck is too much. Because you just rather have the card. Like, or whatever you want. But the 1 Skyla is fucking amazing. 2 Verbank. I actually wish I could run 3. But no. 2's fine. 2's pretty perfect. For the ratios of lasers and Verbanks, you'd never run 1 because in this state of the game, like there's too many Blastoise and there's too many Tropical Beach, and if you can't win the stadium more and late game they have, well, like mid game, because late game like they win anyway. Yeah, but mid game if they have a Tropical Beach out and your Verbanks like prize or some shit, or it's just gone, then you're screwed. You just can't one hit KO their Pokemon. Cause first of all, Black Kyurem is 180. That's huge. Yeah, okay, so 3 Float Stones, pretty good. It was really consistent. I could get out with my Keldeo like every game. Energy line. This was really tough to figure out. Well, all these are like pretty standard, but the one lightning, I just needed, I needed the 13th energy. Originally I was running 14 with a 1-1 split of water and lightning, but I had to drop it because trainer lines are just so huge, and I really wouldn't sacrifice anything here. The only thing I'd consider dropping here is like the 4th catcher, and that's really shady. It's just like not worth. Missing energy drops is just like a nightmare though. Lightning over water because you can use the lightning as your 3rd energy or your 2nd energy for these colorlesses, right? But if you run a water and you're stuck with an opening Thunderous, then you're screwed, man. But if you have a cure out and you can drop a lightning on this guy and put a water on it next turn, like it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference though, because this is a 1 card difference. I'm really solid with this deck though. I don't know how much time I've used, so I'm just gonna play a game. I haven't played since Nationals, so we'll see. We'll see how bad I am at this moment. So matchups of this deck, it has pretty even matchups across the board, which is why it's such a good pick for a deck in a big tournament. Let me change this. I'm actually afraid of quad Snorlax. The 1 Keldeo makes the matchup a lot easier, but it's still a nightmare. I wish I could run double Keldeo, but like I tested double Keldeo and it's just, you don't have the bench space. If you get 2 Keldeos in your hand, you just don't know what to do. You don't know whether to put it down in some matchups or not. And you'd rather just have another Pokemon. So ideally, against mirrors and stuff, you just want like the 2 Deoxys, Kyurem, Keldeo, Thunderous, and another Kyurem. And you just want to try. Whoa! Yeah, that's my avatar. I'm black, by the way. Okay, so this is some random trash deck, which really sucks for the video, but sorry guys. Wait, is my head blocking the stuff? Yo, what the hell? Okay. Wait a second. Was my video even on? I sure hope so. I'll be really pissed if I just said all that stuff for nothing. Why is my camera so dark? Okay. There we go. Okay. Actually, didn't know where to put my head. Alright, there we go. I'll have to check if my screen was black prior to this. We'll see. So I have a Colossus machine in my hand and the water. That's really strong start. Holy, full bench. Colossus machine. Let's check for plasmas. Check if my Kelly's in here. Kelly's in here. My Ace Spec's in here. I'm pretty lazy. I'm a pretty lazy guy. So that's pretty much it. Just plasmas and Keldeo A-Spec. What a strong play here would be Ultra Ball into Keldeo and then throw down my Float Stone. I don't really know what he has, so not sure if that's a good play, but it should be fine. So we'll get rid of Plasma here. Get our Keldeo that we saw from our last search. Toss down Float Stone. And we're pretty set up. We'll just go for the double snipe knockout. Yeah, this is some trash. Looks like we don't have supporters, but that's okay. 12 supporters is pretty consistent, by the way. I used to try to run like 15 supporter count, which is ridiculous. Because I used to read like Ez's guides or blog posts, and he said 15 is pretty good, but must have been lying to me. Let's get it. So I don't have enough damage here. It's okay though. Since we have Keldeo out, we can just keep Blizzard burning. It's not that big of a deal. And he just quits. Yep, so I'm the new member of TeamAbomasnow. Look forward to videos of mine. I just play online. Like, I only have one deck. This is multiple versions of my plasma deck. I really want to try Blastoise. I might go to Worlds if I'm pretty confident with my stuff. Right now, I'm really scared of Blastoise, so we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace.